Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers.
Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every set of build from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go in. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Yeah, see you in victory lane. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build, Tier 1 setup shop.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 1 Studios. My name's Pat Wilkinson. Up in the booth, joining me tonight are the voices inside my head alongside my good friends, myself and I, as we rejoin the Wild West Racing League for the 4th time in a row this week. Here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the Magic Mile here in Loudon, New Hampshire, in the United States of America. 65 degrees in the air, 102 degrees on the track in the Gen 4 Cup Series out here tonight with the Wild West Racing League. As we jump on over, take a look at how everybody's doing. Cliff Adams up in the lead at the moment with a 30.053. Michael Loveless out on the racetrack in the number 68 Meals on Wheels and Waterwheel Foundation Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Off of turns 3 and 4 on this very shallow bank racetrack out here tonight. Loveless off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go past the infield chicanes. Jacob Shoffett in 3rd. Dylan Smith in 4th. Trey Smith, John Stackhouse, Tanner Ensign, Dakota Henderson, Marcus Kaiser, Brady Karowski, Mike Presley, Brighton Coleman, and Ty Sykes. Whole slew of good race cars out here tonight. Three minutes, 35 seconds left to go in practice out here tonight. Apologies, I got a little bit distracted by something there. I'm also currently getting eaten alive by mosquitoes in my bedroom at the moment. I even taped my air conditioner a little bit tighter this morning before I left for work, and it's still like, oh my god, there are still mosquitoes everywhere eating me alive. Please leave me alone. It's fine. Two minutes, 40 seconds left to go in practice. Brighton Coleman, the only car out on the racetrack at the moment, as it might be Dylan Smith. No, it's not. Dylan Smith in the 05. Ty Sykes just off pit road. Brighton Coleman rolling around the racetrack at the moment. Back into turns 1 and 2 with Brighton Coleman. Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4 here at the Magic Mile, New Hampshire Motor Speedway in beautiful Loudon, New Hampshire. My home oval, close enough. About 4 hours away, I think it is. Seconds left to go. Michael Loveless still holding second place. 0.016 behind Cliff Adams. Jacob Shoffett, 0.086 behind the leader as well. Trey Smith, Dylan Smith, John Stackhouse, Tanner Ensign, Dakota Henderson, Marcus Kaiser, Brady Karowski, Ty Sykes, Brighton Coleman were on board with 30 seconds left to go. We head on over to qualifying out here tonight, here with the Wild West Racing League. Let's see who's going to be brave enough to tackle this beautiful 1 mile racetrack out here tonight first, staying in the daylight. I remember, there we go, to do that. Jacob Schaffet first off of pit road, so let's jump on down to him. Or not. Brady Krowski first off of pit road in the number 77. Into turns 3 and 4, really trying to get this number 77 wound up out here tonight in the Sarugis. Number 77 off of turn 4 we go. Past the start-finish line. This camera angle sucks, NASCAR. 77, green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air for Brady Karowski down into turns 1 and 2 here at the Magic Mile. Running about the second lane up off of turns 1 and 2 and onto the backstretch, trying to keep it tidy out here tonight. Here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, down into turn 3, braking a little bit early. These cars are plowing tight through the corners and incredibly loose all the way down the straights out here tonight. Going to be very interesting to see how this works for everybody at the moment. 77 up to second, Jacob Schaffet in the lead, 30.620. 30.620. Brady Krowski 0.376 behind, going for another lap at it. Dylan Smith, Cliff Adams, Tanner Ensign, Brighton Coleman. Nope, that's not right. Cliff Adams, Tanner Ensign, Brighton Coleman, Marcus Kaiser, Trey Smith, Mike Presley, and Ty Sykes up to third now. 2.5 seconds behind the leader. Off of turn 2, Brady Krowski holding fourth at the moment, 0.562 behind the leader, Jacob Schaffet. Still holding strong. Mike Presley up to second. Cliff Adams in third. Tanner Ensign in fourth, going for another lap out here tonight in the WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast number 44. This broadcast was brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players in different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. Tanner Ensign up to second. We jump over to John Stakos in the 08 Monster Machine out here tonight. Off of turns 3 and 4, Stakos trying to wind that thing up. Stakos up to third with a flying lap out here tonight. Back through turns 1 and 2. Everybody trying to go a lane up from the bottom in the corners. Down the front stretch we go with John Stakos. Down to fifth, Marcus Kaiser and Jacob Schaffet. Marcus Kaiser up to third, Dakota Henderson in second, Michael Lovelace in first, Dylan Smith yet to set a time, Brighton Coleman yet to set a time. Stakos down pit road, Dylan Smith out on the racetrack through turns 3 and 4 now in the number 09. Smith up to 8th at the moment in the number 09. Down the backstretch we go, very loose off of turn 2. Qualifying comes to a close. Michael Loveless leading the way out here tonight for 80 laps here with a Wild West Racing League. Oh, wrong thing. That's the one. Michael Loveless, Dakota Henderson, Marcus Kaiser, Jacob Shoffett, John Stackhouse, Tanner Ensign, Cliff Adams, Dylan Smith, Mike Presley, Trey Smith. Down to the top 10, Brady Karowski, Ty Sykes, and Brighton Coleman. At the tail end of the field, down in 13th. A lot of really fast cars out here tonight, and I over-clicked that, so it's fine. Waiting on Sykes, Shoffett, Smith, and Loveless. Loveless joining the race right now. Dylan Smith and Jacob Shoffett waiting to go green out here tonight. We get ready to go racing here in beautiful New Hampshire. Rolling behind the pace car, Michael Loveless in the number 68 Meals on Wheels Water Wheel Foundation Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Dakota Henderson in the Creamsicle Hendrick number 5. Marcus Kaiser in the... I don't even know what that car is. 00 of Jacob Shoffett in the Puffy Swag Shop 00 out here tonight. Marcus Kaiser in the... Wait, no, that's wrong. John Stackhouse, that's the one. In the 08 Monster Machine, Tanner Ensign in the WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast number 44. Cliff Adams in the number 78. Baby Ruth number 78, excuse me. Dylan Smith in the 09, the Dilly Phantom Machine. Trey Smith in the number 51 Powerade Zero car. Mike Presley in the 0. Ty Sykes in the 1 Snap-On Machine. 77 of Brady Karowski and the 4 of Brighton Coleman. As we take the green flag, and we are racing here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Down into turns 1 and 2 we go. 5 in the 68, side by side, down into turns 1 and 2. 5 all the way up to the high side. 00 of Jacob Shoffett right there alongside of 68, holding the 3-meter line off of turn 2 on the inside. 5 had a good run off of turn 2, though. Down the backstretch we go into turn 3. 5 really running all over the racetrack here. Might just a little bit too high there. Oh, geez, a little bit of a stutter there. Down the front stretch we go. Michael Loveless leading the way. Dakota Henderson, Jacob Shoffett less than half a second behind, and I forgot to turn off active grid. Oops. It's fine. First caution of the night, Marcus Kaiser. Tail end of the field backwards off of turn 2. These cars are very tail happy off the corner exit. Yep, just lost it on the corner exit, nosed it into the wall. In the A&M Alabama University Chevrolet Monte Carlo, that's the one. First caution of the night with the Wild West Racing League Gen4 Cup Series. Here with the Wild West Racing League. Wild West Racing League brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland. This broadcast was also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We have just released Week 5 setups yesterday, 2 days ago? Unless I've forgotten already, which is also a possibility. I do that. 68 of Michael Lovelace. Leading the way still, Jacob Shoffett, former Fearless teammates. To my understanding, Fearless as a whole is pretty much wrapped up, unfortunately, which is a sad thing to hear. Had a lot of good memories with those guys when I was with them, both broadcasting and racing. But I'm glad to see that these guys made it out okay. I've heard that Dylan Smith's all been doing pretty well. Marcus Kaiser down pit road for repairs, back out on the lead lap. Pace car's lights are off, ready to go racing once again out here tonight. 68 and the 00 side by side. 44 Tanner Ensign in third. 78 of Cliff Adams. 51 of Trey Smith. 1 of Ty Sykes. 4 of Brighton Coleman. 0 of Mike Presley. 09 of Dylan Smith. 5 of Dakota Henderson. 08 of John Stakos. Brady Karowski in the 77 and Marcus Kaiser in the 42 down in 10. Or 13th, excuse me. There's a little orange -10 directly next to the 13, and on the other side of that is the number 42, so sometimes I just get confused. Base car's lights are off, rolling back through turns 3 and 4 now. Up into the restart zone we go. Green flag, green flag, green flag is back in the air. We are racing once again. Lap 6 of 80. 00 Jacob Shoffett got the start of a lifetime down the front stretch into turn 1. Holding that high line. 3 paved lanes on the bottom, 2 unpaved lanes on the top, with a little bit of extra banking up there if you're brave enough to go that high. I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's happened. 00 off of turns 3 and 4. Jacob Shoffett with something to prove to his new GLM teammates over at G Lightning Motorsports. 68 of Michael Lovelace running as a freelance driver now, as we're still on board with him. 44 Tanner Ensign and the 78 of Cliff Adams right behind him. 78 of Adams, I believe. Okay, scroll on over here. Adams is not actually in any radio booth, so I can't tell you who he's racing for. 68 of Lovelace past the 00. 78 of Cliff Adams starting to fall back now, about a second behind. Ty Sykes hot on his heels though, not letting him run away with it that easily. 8 of 80 this time by. Jump on, down to the 51 of Trey Smith, currently down in 6th. Running down the very chrome and red WIO Outlaw Custom diecast, number 44 just ahead of him. Snap on number 1 of Ty Sykes just up the road. Trying not to stutter that one. That could lead to some out of context shenanigans. Maybe at the end of every year or every series, I gotta get Brett to do a blooper reel of broadcasting. That would be funny. Trey Smith down through turns 3 and 4, hot on the heels of the 44, about 2 or 3 car lengths back. Down through turns 3 and 4, on to the front stretch we go. Trying to run down Tanner Ensign. Dylan Smith about a full second back behind Trey in the number 09. Jump on down into the field a little bit more here. Let's go on down to Mike Presley in the 0. 42 of Marcus Kaiser and the 77 of Brady Karowski behind him. 42 with a little bit of nose damage still as we roll through turns 3 and 4. Number 0 WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast number 0. Standard paint for Mike Presley. Through turns 1 and 2 we go again. Very uneventful race so far, apart from Marcus Kaiser's little spin off of turn 2 just a few laps ago. Michael Lovelace leading the way still. Now over 2/3 of a second clear, down towards a half-second clear of Jacob Shoffett in second place. Cliff Adams in the 78, down in third. Tanner Ensign in fourth. Trey Smith in fifth. Whoa, Ty Sykes with a big radio issue. Halfway down the front stretch, I thought he just got disconnected That is how bad it was. John Stackhouse in the 08 Monster Machine having a run with Dylan Smith down into turn 3. Dakota Henderson right behind him as well. 09 of Dylan Smith trying to hold off the 5, another former Fearless teammate in the 09 car. John Stackhouse in the 08. Really trying to put some pressure on the cars in front, not really able to get a good run going. A couple of cars very wide off of turn 2 there. Let's jump up to Cliff Adams. Not sure if he's having a problem. That car a little bit sideways off of turn 3. In through 4 and onto the front stretch past the restart zone. One of Ty Sykes just ahead of Tanner Enzyme. 44 right behind him. 51 of Trey Smith hot on his heels. 1 all the way up to the high side. I believe he is trying to let these guys by. 44 sliding up into him though a little bit. Got to be careful. 44 of Tanner Enzyme trying to run down the 1 of Ty Sykes just up the road. 51 on the inside now trying to make the move happen on the 44. Side by side off of turns 3 and 4. A little bit of a slide job. Slide job! Off of turn 4 there. Did I sound like Dale Earnhardt? Did I sound like Junior? I don't think I sounded like Junior. It's fine. Life is hard. 15 of 80 this time by Michael Loveless. Under pressure now from Jacob Shoffett on the inside. Shoffett throwing the nose in there. Into turns 3 and 4 we go. Whoa, big time sideways for Jacob Shoffett off of turn 4. Almost spitting it out, but managed to save it. Losing time to Michael Loveless and to Cliff Adams right behind him. Off of turn 2. Whoa, 44 with the big slide off of turn 2. I just saw that. It's like, oh boy, here we go. 51 of Trey Smith trying to make the move happen around the outside this time, losing time to Ty Sykes. Whoa, 44 gives the 51 the door off of turn 4 there. Gave him a good hard shove up to the high side saying, hey, I'm here. John Stackhouse sneaking past the 51. 51 of Trey Smith is not going to like that. I can assure you of that. Off of turn 2. Bit of a punt from the 44. 08 up into the wall. Dakota Henderson starting to lose some steam here. Dylan Smith also falling behind. Marcus Kaiser from the tail end of the field. He's up to 10th at the moment. Down 7 from where he started. But back up those 4 positions to at least the top 10. Despite that nose damage from that number 42 car out here tonight. Michael Loveless leading the way. Jacob Shoffett, Cliff Adams, Ty Sykes, Tanner Enzyme, John Stackhouse, and Trey Smith starting to reel each other in now. 51 of Smith a little bit loose down the backstretch. Into turns 3 and 4. Dakota Henderson, Dylan Smith, Marcus Kaiser, Mike Presley, Brighton Coleman, and Brady Karowski down into turn 3 just now. Jumping on board with the 77. Sirogi's 77 Chevrolet off of turn 4 past the start-finish line. 20 of 80. We are officially 1/4 of the way into this race. Out here tonight with the Wild West Racing League Gen 4 Cup Series. We are always looking for more drivers to have some fun with in this league. Having a grand old time. But we will be back on Friday night with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. I have to double check where we're going for that. Excusez-moi. We are going to be at Talladega. Oh, with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. That makes me happy. On Friday night. Then we will be back on Saturday as well at Crandon Short for round 9 of the Core Championship Off-Road Esports League. here on Saturday night after the D2 race, and then the Wild West Racing League season finale of the Raiders Wasteland Truck Series will be back on Sunday night at Homestead Miami Speedway for the Championship 4. Just double check who those Championship 4 are now. Michael Loveless, one of the Championship 4 for the Wild West Truck Series. In second place is Chris Etchefar, Tanner Ensign, and Keith Ayers. Chris Etchefar and Keith Ayers not here tonight with the Gen 4 Cup Series, but we will be seeing them on Sunday where it is all on the table for those 4 drivers. Michael Loveless, Chris Etchefar, Tanner Ensign, and Keith Ayers for the race of a lifetime here at Homestead Miami Speedway for Season 3 of the Truck Series. Coming to a close, 24 of 80 out here tonight, though, with the Gen 4 Cup Series. After Truck Series, we will be having a little break, I believe, on Sunday nights for maybe a week or two. I'm not entirely certain. It has not been relayed to me what the plan is at the moment from either Trey Smith or Tanner Ensign. But the next season is going to be the 1987 Cup cars. So that is going to be some really good times out here with the Wild West Racing League. So if you want to race in some of the classic NASCARs from 1987, please feel free to join the Discord, fill out the application to come on down and race. We will be more than happy to have you here with the Wild West Racing League, only on Tier 1 Studios. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube, and by me personally here at Rock Bottom Racing. Having ridden around with Tanner Ensign a little bit, let's go on up to Cliff Adams in the Baby Ruth, number 78, down the backstretch into turn 3. I do like that car. That is a very clean-looking race car, I gotta admit. This number 78 car. I believe it is a sim stamp number car, but nothing wrong with that at all. Beautiful little race car. I like the color scheme on it. If you're an old toy collector like me and you know old toy trains, Lionel used to have a whole slew of boxcars that were Baby Ruth sponsored road boxcars. Those were so pretty. I still have a few, I think. I loved the old script they used to have on those cars. It's like, oh, beautiful. Anyway. Marcus Kaiser off and on the racetrack a couple of times here. Take a look. Oh! What happened to Marcus Kaiser? He's going around through the infield. Did he spin off of turn 2 again? Something way happened. What the hell happened to him? Alright, so this is off of turn 3. Loses it off of turn 4 and pummels the pit road wall. Tries to nurse it back around. But the car just destroyed. Marcus Kaiser losing all of that time and all that effort. Back down to 13th out here tonight. Now down 2 laps. We jump down into the field. Let's go down to Dylan Smith trying to run down Trey Smith. 09 on the 51. Down into turns 3 and 4 here at the Magic Mile, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. 50 laps to go this time by. 09 of Dylan Smith. Apologies for that. Had to rest my voice a little bit here. Unfortunate as it is, the Canadian wildfires are sending all kinds of smoke and debris all the way down here to the beautiful New England area. And it's just been destroying my voice all day today and yesterday. I figured out why I was feeling so crap after last night's broadcast. It's like, I haven't been feeling very good at all today. And I can't quite figure out why. And then I turned on the news this morning while I was waiting for time to pass before I could clock into work, and I go, oh, hey, that might be why. 68 of Loveless, still leading the way. Let's just take a quick look at the race stats for him in the number 68 Meals on Wheels and Water Wheel Foundation number 68 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. So used to everything being Camaros these days. 32 laps of 34 led out here tonight. Jacob Schaffer in second place, having led the only other 2 laps. Cliff Adams in third. John Stackos in fourth. Ty Sykes in fifth. Dakota Henderson in sixth. Tanner Ensign in seventh. Trey Smith in eighth. Okay, I guess that doesn't work. Dylan Smith in 9th. Mike Presley up to 10th. Brady Karowski in 11th. Brighton Coleman in 12th. Marcus Kaiser down 8, maybe out of the race. Coleman's got to put the pedal to the metal a little bit here. He's starting to see Michael Loveless in his mirrors, about to go a lap down. Let's take a quick look at some of the telemetry. Aha! Still learning things. Michael Loveless, 0.8 seconds ahead of Jacob Schaffer. Let's jump down to Schaffer now for the battle for P2. Almost 2 seconds between the two cars. Cliff Adams with a second between him and John Stackos. Stackos with 3/4 between him and Ty Sykes. Sykes with 1.5 to Dakota Henderson behind. Henderson with 0.7, 0.8 to Tanner Ensign just in his mirrors. Ensign with almost 4 seconds clear of Trey Smith. Down the backstretch we go. Off of turn 2 now is Trey Smith at the edge of your screen. Smith with 1.5 seconds to Dylan Smith in the 09 behind. Dylan Smith with almost 10 seconds to Mike Presley. Presley with 3 seconds to Brighton Coleman. Coleman with 1.5 seconds to Brady Karowski. And that's everybody on the field as Michael Loveless. Ooh, that's a better one. I'm learning things. Ignore me. Okay. I like this one. That's a cool look. I like that. I need to move it over a little bit, but I like that. The very chrome 68 Meals on Wheels Water Wheel Foundation Chevrolet Camaro of Michael Loveless still leading the way. Jacob Schaffer trying to work some magic, get back into this race out here tonight. .40 laps to go out here tonight with the Wild West Racing League. Jacob Schaffer and Trey Smith both down pit road this time. Starting to see the first round of green flag pit stops for everybody out here tonight. Michael Loveless still leading the way. Jacob Schaffer down to 8th, having pit early. Cliff Adams up to second. John Stackhouse in third, Ty Sykes, Dakota Henderson, Tanner Ensign, Dylan Smith, and Mike Presley. Adams down pit road this time, Stackhouse up to second. Everybody's starting to move back up, get cycled through the field. Shoffett off of pit road now, just in front. No, that's the 77 of Brady Kurowski. Trey Smith just leaving pit road now. .43 of 80. Brighton Coleman down pit road this time. Jump on down to Dakota Henderson. Haven't been on board with him tonight. Ethan Hendrick, number 5. As he and Ty Sykes and Michael Lovelace go down pit road. Mike Presley down pit road. John Stackhouse and Tanner Ensign leading the way now. 4 of Coleman. Trying not to go another lap down. Down 2 to the leader now. John Stackhouse leading the way. Stackhouse down pit road with Tanner Ensign. Dylan Smith out on the racetrack. Staying out again, new race leader, Dylan Smith. Off of turn 4 down the front stretch. Brady Kurowski in 4th at the moment. Stackhouse and Ensign. What? Oh. No, don't shut off SDK, please. Do not do that. Shoffett and Kurowski just going past pit road now. Back onto the lead lap. Dylan Smith still leading the way out here tonight. Not sure how much fuel he's going to have left, or tire he's going to have left. He is shredding these Goodyear Eagles on this very minimal banked oval out here at Loudon, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Stackhouse going a lap down to Dylan Smith out here tonight. Trey Smith, Mike Presley, and Brighton Coleman all down 1. Marcus Kaiser is out of the race. Smith down pit road. Jacob Shoffett just through turns 3 and 4 now. Michael Lovelace about 3 or 4 seconds behind. Shoffett back up into the lead. Lovelace just coming down the front stretch now with the 78 of Cliff Adams right behind him. Brady Kurowski a few places back. Ty Sykes, Dakota Henderson, Tanner Ensign just got entering turn 1 now. John Stackhouse and Trey Smith, wrong one, in the 51, battling it out for 8th. Down in to turn 1 we go. Shoffett 1.8 clear on Lovelace. Lovelace starting to reel him in, but not on the straights. Trying to wind down this race with only 1 caution out here tonight with the Wild West Racing League. Wild West Racing League brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland brings something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. 00 Shoffett with 30 laps to go, leading the way out here tonight. Shoffett still leading the way. Michael Loveless having reeled in a second on Shoffett. Down the front stretch we go into turn 1. Cliff Adams in the 78. 2.7 behind the leader. 2.6 behind the leader now. Just shy of 2 seconds behind, or a second and a half behind Michael Loveless. Ty Sykes down in 4th with the 0 of Mike Presley in the way. Dakota Henderson, Tanner Ensign, John Statkos off of turn 2. Trey Smith off of turn 2 as well. Dylan Smith just leaving turn 2 now. Mike Presley down the front stretch with one of Ty Sykes behind him. Brighton Coleman through turns 3 and 4 going very slowly. Brady Karowski just entering turn 3 now in their Surgoys. Or Surrogis. Whatever it is. I don't even know what that is. Chevrolet 77. Jacob Shoffett off of turn 4. Loveless reeling him in once again out here tonight, having gained 0.4 of a second in that lap. Loveless on a mission to get back into the lead of this race and hopefully win it out here tonight here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway with the Wild West Racing League Gen 4 Cup Series. Shoffett and Loveless off of turn 2, really running each other all over the racetrack out here tonight. Down into turns 3 and 4, Loveless having the better speed off of turn 3 and into 4. Down the front stretch we go again. All over the bumper of the 00. Down the backstretch we go, really turning up the wick now. Cliff Adams, few seconds behind, about 3 seconds, about 2.5 behind. Watching on in earnest, waiting for someone to make a mistake. 68 all over the bumper of the 00. 00 really loose off of turn 4, managed to save it. 68 going down to the inside, trying to stick the nose in. 00 blocks late into turn 1, clean move, 24 laps to go. 00 holding that inside line. 68 trying to get the run on the high side through turns 3 and 4 now. .68 getting past the 00. Michael Loveless back up to the lead of this race with 23 laps to go. Let's jump on down to Tanner Ensign now in a bit of a world by himself. 3.5 ahead of John Statkos and about 5 seconds behind Dakota Henderson, trying to run out here tonight as best as he can, get back into some position, or at least hold 6th place, get the points that he can out here tonight. .21 laps to go. Michael Loveless in the lead of this race off of turn 4 once again. Now a full second clear of Jacob Schoffet with 20 laps to go. Loveless trying to do another masterclass race out here tonight, starting first and finish first. Loveless, I love you, buddy, but holy crap, you don't need to win every race. Again, sorry, I'm kind of losing steam here. 19 laps to go. Jump on down to Cliff Adams, starting to reel in Jacob Schoffet now as we charge down into turn 1. 18 laps to go. .78 trying to run down Jacob Schoffet. Half a second between the two. Michael Loveless really pulling away now with 17 laps to go. Ty Sykes just behind them, about 4 seconds behind Adams. Henderson just going through turns 1 and 2 now with Tanner Ensign a little bit further behind. Ensign about 3.5 seconds behind Dakota Henderson. John Stackhouse another 2 seconds behind Ensign. Trey Smith just halfway down the backstretch as the 08 goes through turn 4. Into turn 3 now. Dylan Smith in 9th. Mike Presley down in 10th. Into turn 1 now. Brighton Coleman through turns 3 and 4 now. And Brady Karowski also through turns 3 and 4 now. Michael Loveless going to put him another lap down. 77 trying to hold the bottom, get out of the way for Michael Loveless, putting Brady Karowski 2 laps down. 15 laps to go out here tonight here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway with the Wild West Racing League. .68 through turns 3 and 4 again, trying to keep that momentum going. .14 laps to go. Ty Sykes halfway down the backstretch. Cliff Adams in 3rd. Right on the heels of Jacob Schoffet as we've rolled through turns 3 and 4 again. Trying to keep the pressure on. The 00 just ahead of him. Back through turns 3 and 4, 78 starting to get the fender on the 00 just ahead of him. 00 sliding a little bit off of turn 4 there. 12 laps to go here in New Hampshire. Down the backstretch, 78 of Cliff Adams. Hot on the heels of Schoffet. Less than a quarter second between the two of them. About a car length, car and a half off of turn 4. 78 getting the better run off of the corner. 78 a little loose off of that one this time. Trying to run it a little bit deeper into turns 1. Overshoots and stuck on the high side. Trying to wrestle it back down, 11 laps to go, 10 at the line. Loveless really pulling away, almost 2 seconds clear of Jacob Shoffett. Ty Sykes down in fourth, 6.5 behind the leader. Henderson, 8.5 behind Loveless. Enzyme, 13.5 behind. Stakos, 14 seconds behind. Trey Smith, 23.5, behind. Dylan Smith, 25 behind. Mike Presley, Brighton Coleman down 1. Brady Karowski down 2. Marcus Kaiser out of the race out here tonight. 00 throwing a bit of a block down the backstretch. Blocking again into turn 3. Trying to prevent the 78 from getting a run into the turns. 78 all over his bumper, trying to get that momentum going. Almost had it, 9 laps to go. Loveless, 2.5 clear now from Jacob Shoffett. Cliff Adams up the inside of the 00. Through turns 1 and 2, down the backstretch we go. Whoa! 78 with a huge drift off of turn 2. That was the move he needed it to happen. Cliff Adams has to run Jacob Shoffett back down, and I don't know if there's enough time to make that happen. Loveless still pulling away, 3 seconds clear of Shoffett, 4 clear of Adams, 7 clear of Sykes. Holy crap, Michael, excuse me. Michael Loveless just destroying the field out here tonight. 4 of Brighton Coleman, reeling him in a little bit here. Oh no, Coleman got past, my bad. Trey Smith down pit road this time. Seven laps to go. Through turns 1 and 2. Onto the backstretch we go. Let's actually jump onto cockpit cam for just a little bit. Second caution is out. 4 laps to go. And it's not saying why. Why are we under caution? Seriously, why are we under caution? What happened? Oh, we have smoke. 00 Shoffett spinning around. None of my timesheet told me anything of what was happening there. 78 got up into him and just spun him around. 00 managed to keep it off the wall. That's the big thing. Shoffett down to 4th. Cliff Adams up to 2nd. Ty Sykes in 3rd. Shoffett in 4th. Henderson in 5th. Tanner Enzyme in 6th. John Stakos in 7th. Dylan Smith in 8th. Mike Presley, Trey Smith in 9th and 10th. Coleman down pit road in 11th. Karowski staying out in 12th. Loveless down pit road. Adams down pit road. Ensign staying out with Stackos. .44 Ensign, 08 of Stackos, 68 of Loveless, 1 of Sykes, 00 of Shoffett, 5 of Henderson, 09 of Dylan Smith, 0 of Mike Presley, 78 of Cliff Adams, Trey Smith in the 51, Brady Karowski in the 77, Brighton Coleman in the 4. 9 cars still on the lead lap out here tonight. Pace car's lights are off as we roll through turns 3 and 4. Zero eight of Stackos on the inside, 44 choosing the outside, bit of a brave strategy. Pace car down pit road this time. Green flag, green flag, green flag is back in the air. 2 laps to go here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We are in overtime, 44 in the 08 down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2, excuse me. 3 wide behind them, 0068 in the 5 for just a moment. 1 of Sykes stuck on the high side off of turn 2. 08 of Stackos on the bottom, 68 of Loveless trying to get around all over the bumper of the 1. Down into turns 3 and 4 we go. 09 of Dylan Smith trying to go 4 wide for second place. Stay green, stay green, stay green, stay green. White flag is out. We're coming back. Thank God for that much. Stackos and everybody else involved. 5 of Henderson up the lead now. Woo. 44 of Ensign. Down to second. Henderson, I believe. Whoa, Shoffett around as well. Adams getting towed back to pit road. 5 of Henderson down into turns 3 and 4 we go. 44 not going to have an answer for him. 68 of Loveless off of turn 4 right behind him. Dakota Henderson wins out here tonight at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Tanner Ensign, Michael Loveless down in second and third. Mike Presley, Ty Sykes, Jacob Shoffett, John Stackos, and Dylan Smith, Trey Smith. Cliff Adams down pit road. Brighton Coleman, Brady Karowski, and Marcus Kaiser. Let's get Dakota Henderson in here. Dakota Henderson, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. Do you got me?
Yes, sir. How's it going, man?
Congratulations on the last minute win out here tonight here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Talk us through those last few laps.
I had some tires in there, really took them, and I thought I had a good one on the inside. I think I might have pushed them 4 wide, but got to make it move. I didn't make no contact that I'm aware of, and I seen somebody make a hard right, and thank God Tanner didn't have any fresh tires, and it was easy enough to get by him, and his fingers crossed, and hope for the best, though.
Well, it worked out for you in the end. Congratulations on a fantastic last-second win out here tonight at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
I appreciate World West for putting on the events, and hope everybody has a good evening, and catch y'all next week.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining us once again out here tonight, and congratulations. Let's get Tanner Ensign in here. Tanner Ensign, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
I got you, Pat. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing pretty all right. Congratulations on a fantastic second place out here tonight here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Thought you might have had a little bit more to it in that car just as we went back around for the white flag. But hey, second place, not a bad finish.
I was on 83 lap old left side tires and 40 lap old right side tires. I just took a gamble when that caution came out. I knew if I pitted with them, I wasn't going to gain any positions. I was glad to see John was on the same strategy as me. That way, they weren't just going to drive by me going off into turn one. And I really don't know what happened coming to the white right there. The one car tried to get to my outside, and me and him made a little bit of contact, and then I looked in my mirror, and it was chaos. And right as I went to drive off into turn one, I just saw a blur of orange go past me. So congratulations to Dakota. I mean, he made it work there in turn 1 and 2. I just didn't have the tire left. I couldn't get back to him in 3 and 4. So good run for the Wire Brothers Inc. Wild Outlaw Custom Diecast Chevy tonight, and good points night.
Couldn't agree with you more on that. Congratulations in the number 44 car out there tonight. What a way to end it there. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
That's 3 nights in a row I'm second place. So hopefully that means Sunday we can finish this thing out on top for the truck championship. But thanks to you, Pat. Thanks to Tier 1 Studios, Wire Brothers Inc., Wild Outlaw Custom Diecast, Redline Radio, Puffy Swag Shop, Raiders Wasteland, everybody who shows up and puts this thing on, and just another great night of racing here in the Wild West Racing League.
Gonna put it better myself. Again, congratulations on the second place out here tonight, and hope to see more of you in the future.
Yes, sir.
Let's get Michael Lovelace in here, and we'll call it a night. Michael Lovelace, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me?
I got you loud and clear.
Michael, congratulations on a fantastic P3 right at the line there. Talk us through that last big wreck right before the start-finish at the white flag.
Yeah, everybody, we're all just going for, that top standing spot. But John and I just had a little miscommunication and little lacks of judgment on both our sides. It was a racing incident of us just all going for it and trying to be respectful all at the same time. And, it just didn't pan out for either of us. But, at least I still pulled out a P3. Jacob and I had a great battle all night. Car was great. Had a handling really well. It did really nice here on this flat track. And so I had a great night. Fast car, great management of fuel tonight. Everything was lining up to hopefully, I think, pull out one of the wins. I don't think I have any in this series, or maybe just one or two. But I'm happy with the P3. I'm happy to see Dakota on the big step and Tanner on the next one beside me. And so congratulations to them.
Congratulations to you as well in P3 out here tonight, having the most laps led, the fastest lap, and the pole position out of all 82 laps we were green flagged for. One hell of a run for 62 laps out there tonight. Congratulations, and we hope to see more of you in the future.
Most certainly. It was nice that we had all those green laps tonight.
Gonna put it better myself. Thanks for joining us once again, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, folks, you've spent another perfectly good hour and 10 minutes with all of us here at Tier 1 Studios. We thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more racing action here on YouTube. This broadcast was brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. This broadcast was also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. My name's Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. This has been the Wild West Racing League Gen 4 Cup Series. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built one. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading tier one. Set up shop tier one. Take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, tier one, set up shop. Got weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading tier one. Set up shop tier one. Yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, tier one, set up shop. See you in Victor Lane. Tier one, set up shop. Tier one. Tier one.